welcome to my channel. My name is Ro, and today we're going to be doing a what's in my bag with the new Louis Vuitton Cosmetics pouch that I turned into a handbag. If you guys haven't seen the first video where I DIY'd it, I will put it up here for you guys so you guys can go check that one out. And I just want to say thank you so much for the amount of support I got on that video. I was so happy that you guys enjoyed the video and you guys loved how it looked as a DIY handbag. But I know there was a lot of questions that were unanswered in that video, so we're going to answer some of those in this video today, mostly what fits in there and how it's holding up. So let's just get started. I've been using this bag all week, and the only thing I have to mention is that if you guys decide to DIY it as a crossbody or shoulder bag, if you guys use a ring like the one that I used, it will get a little annoying because this ring just likes to sit flat towards the bag, and when the ring is down, the bag will flop forward, and this is how it will look. So you would have to always make sure that the ring is facing up so that when it's facing up, it actually sits perfectly straight and there's no issues with anything. So that's just a little thing that I thought I would mention for you guys. If you guys decide to get this bag to make it into a DIY bag, that you would have to make sure that the rings are up, and like this side just plop down, so it plops down really easily. So that's the only thing I want to mention with this DIY project of it. But other than that, I love this bag so much. Using it as a shoulder bag is my favorite way to use this bag. I love the look of the shoulder bag version of this, and it sits perfectly on my side. It's not going anywhere. It's super comfortable. Just love how this looks. I just love this bag so much. I will let you guys know I do use a bag organizer for this, and it's because I don't want the canvas to stretch out over time. There is a possibility that the base will just droop down because there's so much stuff in there, and with a bag organizer that definitely helps it not do that. So I highly recommend it, and I will link a bag organizer in the description bar below for you guys that will work for this bag. And I also wanted to mention that the rings do not plop down when you're using it. So when you're using it, you don't have to worry about constantly checking if it's gonna droop down. It's not gonna do anything like that. It's only when you sit it down on a chair, on a table. Anytime you're not wearing it, there is a chance that the ring will plop down, that you have to fix it before you use it. So that's the only thing that I will say that is a little annoying sometimes, but it's not a big deal. When you're using it, it's never gonna go anywhere, and it's very secure. It's perfect. I just love how this looks. Before we moved on, I just wanted to show you guys what this bag would look like as a crossbody. I really like the way how this looks as well. And there's just so many ways that you guys can wear this bag as. I will probably do a video showing you guys the different ways that I would use this bag later on. If you guys are interested, please let me know. But I think I will probably do a video like that. It's just super cute, and I love how this bag looks. So now let's go and see what I have in this bag. Here's everything that I normally take out with me, but I wanted to show you guys the inside of this bag with the organizer in there first. So with the organizer, it does take up some space in this bag, which makes it a little bit smaller, but it's not an issue for me. It still fits everything that I need in my day-to-day life, but it does take up some room. So I just wanted to show you guys that before we put everything in there. So let's start off with a full-size wallet. With the full-size wallet and the organizer, it does just fit perfectly. Without the organizer, the full-size wallet would definitely have more room on the sides, but with the organizer, it will just be the perfect size. And then I have some small things that I put on the bottom, hair tie, and then my keys I'll throw in there. I also take sunglasses, so then I would put my sunglasses in here. So that is everything that fits currently, and you see that it still has more room for us to put things on top and also on the sides if needed. And then my phone I'm using currently to film, so I just have a phone case in here to show you guys that it will fit any phone. It's big enough for any phone that you guys may have, and you still have some space up here to put more things as you need. But this is everything that I put into this bag, and let's zip it up and show you guys that It doesn't droop or anything because it has the organizer. If it didn't have the organizer, I feel like within time it will droop down a little bit with how much stuff you have in there. But currently without a organizer, or with the organizer, it doesn't droop at all. So let me show you guys how this bag would look. Yeah, it's perfect. It holds everything that you may need, and there's no issues with it holding things heavily if you have the organizer in there, I believe. And then let me show you guys the sides where I get a lot of questions whether or not this is going to damage the canvas. So let's get a little bit closer view. So right now this ring is just sitting in this little space area between the flap and the bag. So when you move it, the ring does rub on the inside canvas a little bit, but there's nothing scratching it. It's a smooth metal. There's nothing that's gonna like get caught on it, that's gonna scratch it or anything like that. However, I do not recommend taking on and off this ring all the time, just because when you do take off this ring, you do have to like open it, and this opening may scratch the canvas if you keep doing it so much that it may just cause some scratches. But if you just keep it in there and don't move it, I don't think that there's going to be any issues with the canvas. And there is still space for this ring to move, so it's not like it's gonna keep scratching on it or anything like that. And even if it does, it's a smooth surface to a smooth surface, so it's not gonna do much damage in my opinion. And that's how this sits, and I think that it works. I don't think that there's going to be any issues if you guys use this for a long time. I mean, there is wear and tear in any kind of bag, so I wouldn't say that's going to look perfect forever, but I don't think it's going to ruin anything anytime soon. I also wanted to show you guys what the bag would look like without the organizer in there. So let's take the organizer out and put everything that we put earlier back in here and see if there's going to be any drooping or anything like that. Okay, so without the organizer in there, it can definitely fit a lot more. There's a lot more room for things to move around in. The full-size wallet can lay flat on the bottom if needed. There's just a lot more room. But let's zip it up and see if it's gonna droop on the bottom. Okay, so when you lift this, I mean, it's not drooping at all. So I'm feeling the bottom, and I don't feel like there's a lot of weight that's pushed onto there. So I feel like if it's not too heavy, we could get away with not using an organizer, as well as it's not drooping at all. I wish I can show you guys this a little better without it drooping, but it's really not making the bottom like droop more. There's no more weight on the bottom at all. It still works without the organizer, but within time, it could cause some drooping if you don't use an organizer, and that's the only reason why I recommend using an organizer, so it can keep its shape for a longer period of time. Okay, so after a week use of this bag, do I think that it's worth it? I absolutely think that this bag is worth it because it is just so cute and versatile, and for $955 right now on the Louis Vuitton website, it is unheard of to get a bag in this size for that price. And you're never gonna get a Louis Vuitton bag at a price point under like $2,000 right now. So for the price point of this bag and how adorable it looks, I think it's definitely worth it. I know some people don't like to DIY their own Louis Vuitton bags. That's totally understandable. But if you guys don't mind, I do think that this bag is definitely worth it. At least definitely worth a look at because of how big and how much this can hold. This is definitely worth it in my eyes. I do think that this is a great option for a first-time Louis Vuitton buyer as well. Do I think the canvas will end up cracking on this bag? And honestly, I do. I do think that later on that there will be cracks in these little corners because of the design of it. So I don't think that it's going to happen anytime soon. But within wear, obviously, I do think that there's a huge potential that there will be little cracks here or on the zipper line, which is like the normal cracking that Louis Vuitton, usually around the zipper, there is like little micro cracks, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. So I don't think it's a huge issue. And also I think that there's no bag out there that is like bulletproof to wear and tear. So I don't think that it's like an issue that we can avoid ever with any bag. So I don't think that's an issue towards this bag. I do think that it's just normal wear and tear, and it will eventually happen within time. And that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like. And also, if you guys are new here, please hit that subscribe button down below. It'll mean the absolute world to me. If you guys have any other questions regarding the bag, please let me know. I would love to answer them, and I would love to talk to you guys. So please leave me comments down below, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching.